We've covered 1, we've covered 20, so it makes sense that we cover 10, I suppose, doesn't it? Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this. These right here are going to be some WrestleMania 10 thoughts. Oh yes, we've done 1, we've done 20, like I say, so it makes sense a couple of days before WrestleMania 30 to look at WrestleMania 10. It's the first WrestleMania without Hulk Hogan, so surely this one's going to be an utter failure because you just can't do WrestleMania without Hulk Hogan. The last 9 WrestleManias have featured the Hulkster, and this one is the, like I say, the first one that hasn't got him in. To be honest, he won't feature on a WrestleMania again for the next 8 years, but that's, you know, another thing. We are live at Madison Cube Garden, 18,065 fans here. 2 title matches tonight after the 1994 Royal Rumble match went to a draw as both Bret and Luger's feet touched the floor at the same time. Apparently, even though that's clearly not the case. Funny Jack Tunney decides they'll flip a coin to decide who faces. Basically, one of them's got to have 2 matches, haven't they? So, if Luger wins the toss, Bret would face Owen first, while Luger would look on Yokozuna for the belt. And if Bret won, he would face Yokozuna first, while Luger would face Crush. So there you go, it all worked out fair. Luger won the coin toss, so Bret has to wrestle twice tonight. And there's a mystery guest referee for both title matches that's been agreed on by both participants, but we won't know until it's announced later on. The dark match tonight is the Heavenly Bodies duo of Tom Pritchard and Jimmy Del Rey defeating the Bushwhackers, which is nice. We get a build-up package. We get a first of many build-ups. There's 9 packages throughout this show of classic moments from WrestleMania's past. So WrestleMania 1 basically concentrates on the celebrities that were there, so Liberace and Muhammad Ali, and then they show the last thing that you see of it is Hogan and Mr. T's hands raised in the air. And that's it for the wrestling. There's, you know, it's all about the celebrities. And then McMahon introduces Little Richard and a choir to sing America the Beautiful. He sings it complete with, you know, America is fucking awesome video package because America. And of course it's Vince McMahon and Jerry the King Lawler on commentary. This one may take a while because there's 2 5-star matches on this one, as you can probably, as I'm sure you know. So they're going to take quite a while to get through, aren't they? So let's get on with this one as quickly as we can. So Owen Hart defeating Bret Hart in what, in my opinion, is the best opening match of any pay-per-view ever. Not just of a WrestleMania. Fucking camera. Sorry, it's bugging me already. Down a bit. You need to be down. You can't see me fucking shirt. Yay! I still use shirt. Whee! I was thinking of doing, like, seeing how many OSW references I could get into this. So like I said, I've got on my notes at the start, it's the first WrestleMania without Cunt Hogan. I just thought, nah. I don't want to be right. I don't want to be biting their stuff. So this one started back at Survivor Series when the Harts were on the same team. Bret got injured, and he was on the apron. Owen got whipped into him, and then he got pinned. So he blamed Bret for the distraction. Owen was very upset about this. He confronted Bret and sort of said, "Look, there's only one thing to sort this out about this. We're gonna have to have a match." And Bret said, "No, I won't fight you, Bret." Owen. Is that falling down again? Oh, junk foot time. This one started back at the Survivor Series where the 5 Hart brothers, or the 4 Hart brothers, teamed up on the same team. And basically Owen knocked Bret off the apron because Bret had suffered an injury. That was a distraction. He said he was distracted. That's why he was pinned in the match, right? So Owen was very upset about this and confronted Bret and said, "There's only one way to settle this. We should have a match." And Bret was like, "No, we're not having a match." They patched things up, fought against the Quebecers at the 1994 Royal Rumble for the tag belts. In that match, Bret suffered another injury, and he refused to tag in Owen, and the match was stopped. And Owen was furious about this. The injury was on the leg, so Owen kicked the leg out from underneath Bret, and it was fantastic. Owen botched a promo after it, if I remember rightly. I haven't got that written down in my notes. Until this point, Owen had just been another mid-carder. There was nothing really. I mean, he was an alright wrestler. You knew he had talent, but there was nothing significant about him. And to the point where before this, Owen actually wanted to quit the business and become a firefighter, but Bret talked him into sticking around for this feud. That was a good idea, wasn't it? So, Bill Dunn is doing ring announcing for this show, by the way. I don't know who Bill Dunn is, by the way. I don't remember him. I feel like I should remember him, but I don't remember anything about him. Does that make sense? Owen wins a lockup and celebrates, which is funny, and then he gets the best out of wrestling sequence and celebrates again, which is funny. Owen is launched to the outside, which makes him mad, so he slaps the shit out of Bret. When he gets back in, they trade arm bars. Bret gets 2 off a roll-up, which I've written as a rill-up because I'm a moron, and goes back to the arm. Monkey flip by Bret is called a nice manoeuvre by Vince. Well done, Vince. Clothesline, I should have done that when I was working for GPW, shouldn't I? If a wrestling move had gone down, I shouldn't have called it what it was. Should have just said, that's a nice manoeuvre. Clothesline puts Owen on the outside. Owen tries to bail, so Bret pulls him back inside, slaps him, and then rolls him up for 2. Armbar again, followed by a crucifix for 2, back to the arm. Owen scores with a high kick and takes control, working the back with a backbreaker and a camel clutch, and then a beautiful belly-to-belly suplex for 2. He puts the brakes on a whip into the corner by jumping onto the second rope and hitting a crossbody, but Bret rolls through for 2. Chinlock by Owen. You could knock off points for this, but I'm not going to because I'm just not that kind of guy. He goes for a suplex, but Bret shifts away and gets 2 off a cover. Bret bails for a second. Owen tries to suplex him back inside, but Bret reverses to a waistlock, which Owen and then turns into a perfect German suplex for 2, and the fucking crowd love that. Leg drop to the neck, gets 2 for Owen. He goes for a suplex, but Bret counters into a small package for 2. Bret goes for the backbreaker. Owen counters it into a tombstone piledriver because he can, because it's amazing. Absolutely incredible. I must have seen this match 50 times. Right? Last time I saw this match was 2 years ago when I went on holiday to Cornwall 2 years ago. I took my Xbox because it's England and it rained a lot, and I took my external hard drive with me. And I watched WrestleMania 10 that day. And I remember marking out for that spot just as much as I did this time. It's one of those, I've seen it so many times, but can't get in the backbreaker, in the backbreaker position, and swinging it around into a tombstone power. Oh, it's so good. Here's up top, but headbutt misses, so Bret can come back with an atomic drop and a clothesline for 2. Russian leg sweep gets 2. Backbreaker, elbow for the second rope gets 2. Enziguri by Owen, and he goes for the sharpshooter, which is countered. Victory roll gets 2 for Owen, who bails afterwards. Bret with a cross body to the outside, and he tweaks the knee as he lands. And then this match shifts a gear because Owen goes straight to work like the proverbial fucking lion on the fucking inch leg. Zooms in it straight away. Like a fucking hawk. I don't know why I said lion. Like a hawk. Straight away onto the leg. He works it like a boss, completely ramming it into the ring post. An Indian deathlock, a dragon screw, a figure 4 leg lock, which Bret eventually reverses. Bret sells the leg like an absolute champion. Owen puts Bret in the corner and kicks the knee, but Bret manages to counter a kick into an enziguri. He whips Owen into a turnbuckle, stomach first for 2. Bulldog gets 2 as Bret sells the leg absolutely perfectly. Hits a power driver for 2. A superplex leads to a double count knockout even. I was going to say double count out there. A sleeper by Bret is countered with a low blow unseen by the referee. Sharpshooter by Owen, but Bret of course knows how to counter the sharpshooter. He counters it into one of his own. Owen gets straight to the ropes. Bret goes for a victory roll, but Owen sits on top and gets the win, the shock win, it must be said, at 20 minutes and 21 seconds. It's just glorious technical wrestling. It's so fucking nice. It doesn't feel like a 20-minute match. At no point does this one feel like a long match. This feels like it's about 10, 11 minutes, not 20. Bret sells the leg after the 3. Owen cuts a promo after beating Bret, after the beating that Bret just took, there is no way that he can win the championship, which is fantastic. So, of course, after that, we're going to have something to cool it down a bit. So we get the main WrestleMania 2 moment, which is the awesome, their words, not mine, Battle Royal. And then some guy called Cy Sperling is here. He is the president of the Hair Club of America. Apparently, that can't be a real thing, can it? The Hair Club of America, really? He introduces Fink, and Fink's got a fucking toupee on him. Bloody hell. That didn't last long, did it? Anyway, next, we've got to have a crap match, haven't we? So, Bam Bam Bigelow and Luna Vachon defeating Doink and Dink in a mixed tag match. Face Doink. Oh, no. Yeah, original Evil Doink was amazing. Remember his entrance music, the way that it shifted from you know, he went really happy, really evil. And Doink would come out to the ring and he'd be all ha 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 ha. And it was fucking brilliant. It was such a good character. I think it was years before its time. Honestly, what happened? They turned him face and just make him into a generic clown. And he's shit, in my opinion. No build-up package for this one, because why would there be? After a match like the opener, obviously, like I said, we have to do something shit. Bam Bam had been a victim of Doink's pranks. Wasn't very impressed. Meant to meet at the Survivor Series, and instead, we got the team of all Doinks, which was, oh, Mark, I haven't written it down. It was Men on a Mission and someone else, I'm sure you'll tell me in the comments, all dressed up as Doink, versus Bam Bam, the Head Shrinkers, and fucking Bastion Booger. Fucking, I've written that one down. After the match, Doink appeared on the big screen to talk Bam Bam. Fuck doing this shit at the Rumble, though. Let's not have the grudge match at the Rumble. Let's wait a few more months to drag it out. I mean, it's a comedy match that the crowd seem to enjoy, but it doesn't do anything for me at all. Maybe that's because I was so into the opening match, and, you know, this one just meh. I'm certain that this isn't the original Doink. His body just looks too different. And, yeah, diving headbutt by Bam Bam gets the win, which is lovely. Hail to the Chief Place, and a Bill Clinton lookalike is there. To be fair, he does look a lot like Bill Clinton. But, you know, I don't know why he's there. The WrestleMania 3 moment, check this out. This is a theme that is going to continue all night, right? What's the one thing that you remember about WrestleMania 3, right? Do you remember the massive crowd? 93,000? Do you remember Ricky Steamboat versus Randy Savage? Do you remember the slam heard around the world by Hulk Hogan on Andre the Giant, which is probably the biggest and best WrestleMania moment ever? You know, if you did a poll of fucking wrestling fans, they would probably say that that slam is the greatest thing that ever happened at WrestleMania. Surely it'd be in the top 3, right? No. In the WWF side, the WrestleMania moment is the stare down between Hulk and Andre at the start of the match. Fucking idiots. Right, Randy Savage defeating Crush in a Falls Count Anywhere match. No build-up package for this one, because why would there be? Back in July 1993, Crush challenged Yokozuna to a title match, which a big man accepted. After he had won the match, that's Yoko, not Crush, because that'd be silly. Crush hit various banzai drops on Crush. Randy Savage was doing commentary at the time, and he came out to make the save. Crush wasn't seen again for months because he'd been banzai squashed. Of course, if it was today's WWF, he would not, you know, John Cena would have taken 3 banzai drops and just got up. But, you know, Crush wasn't seen again for 2 months, I think it was. Came back in November, actually, now I think about it, so it's more close to 4 months off. Crush was vexed because Savage hadn't A, made the save sooner, and B, not visited him in hospital. So he's aligned himself with Yokozuna, the man who would squashy him. That's weird logic. But, hey, why not? Anyway, they attacked Crush 1 week later, and Savage left. Sorry, they attacked Savage a week later, a week after Crush came back, and a week after that, Savage left his commentary position to attack Crush, something that funny Jack Tunney was not impressed about at all. So Tunney suspended him from commentary so that he could, you know, get in the ring. And I suppose, if you look at it realistically, it's for the greater good. If anyone who's seen WrestleMania 9, for example, will know just how bad Savage's commentary is. Do the thing, you know, and all that. Weird rules here, because a standard Falls Count Anywhere match is Falls Count Anywhere. But in this match, it's slightly different, because you have to pin your opponent outside the ring. And then, once you've got your pin on your opponent, your opponent has got 60 seconds to get back to the ring. And if they get back to the ring, it breaks up the cover. And you're just like, that's fucking weird logic. You know? Very, very strange. So anyway, so Crush pins Savage on the entrance ramp when he slams Savage onto the guardrail. So you're like, okay, fair enough. Savage gets back in the ring with 2 seconds to spare. So there's a nice bit of suspense there. And it's good. I like that. That works. ambulance. Obviously. Cunt in place. Crash tries to use salt from Mr. Fuji, but it fails. Axe handle and an elbow drop by Savage, right? And this is one of the retarded things about this match, yeah? McMahon says he should pin him. And it's like, McMahon, it's your show. You booked the match. You made the rules. Why do you not know about your fucking product? As fucking Savage is rolling him to the outside, pins him on the outside, and McMahon's like, ah, yeah, now I get it. And you're like, but did you book this shit? In an alright bit, Fuji gets a glass of water and dumps it over Crush to revive him. He gets in the ring with 2 seconds to spare. Savage gets backdropped over the ropes, that looks amazing, and they brawl to the back. Crush gets a nice super kick. Savage counters a pile driver attempt. Savage throws Crush into a door, right, yeah, and then pins him. Irish whips him into a door. That's what gets him the match-winning pin, obviously. And then, right, what he does, he ties his legs together and attaches him to like a pulley sort of system. So he's up in the air, so his legs are like up, his feet are here, so he's up in midair sort of thing. And then that means that he can't beat the 60 count, and so loses. And that's that. So it's one of those things that, yeah, there's some good elements in this one, and I suppose I've got to give it credit because Savage was quite innovative and he used it well. But at the same time, the rules of this match are so stupid that you're just like, right, 2 stars because I'm nice. That's you're like, what the fuck? Do you mind? Hang on a second, let me just move the plants. That's a basil plant for my rabbits, because they love it. What's that? Oh, the guy with the mower outside. It's very off-putting. Could edit it out, choose not to. Todd Pettingill interviews Clinton, who naturally puts over the WWF, and IRS is there to thank Clinton for raising the tax. Clinton! I am here to see the one who is Clinton. FanFest, WrestleMania FanFest, looks rubbish compared to Access these days. I'm sure at the time it was absolutely fucking dope. Savage is next door at the MSG Theatre, which is lovely, and WrestleMania 4, yeah, we actually get a decent one. The WrestleMania 4 moment is Savage winning the championship. But you can't forget, that WrestleMania 4 is the worst WrestleMania of all time. And I won't have any arguments with that. Now, yeah, people who say that any of the latest ones have been the worst WrestleMania ever. No, go and watch 4. Trust me on this one. 9's bad, 11's bad, 4 is just the worst. It is the worst wrestling show. Alundra Blaze defeating Leilana Kai in a shit match to retain the Women's Championship. Kai was champion at WrestleMania 1, so why not, eh? Blaze gets a nice run for 2. King rips on Clinton for liking McDonald's, which is lovely. Kai gets an okay butterfly suplex, and a German suplex gets the win for Blaze. Yes, that's about it. Mania 5 moment is Piper's Pit segment. Of all the things that happened on Mania 5, I don't know, Hogan versus Savage maybe. Savage's promo on WrestleMania 5, which is one of my all-time favourite promos. No, you've got Smoking Prick, whatever the fuck his name was, on Piper's Pit segment. That's the WrestleMania moment. Who's putting these matches? Who is picking these matches? Why do they hate Hogan so much? You know, WrestleMania 5, the one thing I remember, Hogan versus Savage, that's the thing that sticks out the most. And Savage's promo. Oh dear. Men on a mission defeating the Quebecers. And I'm sorry, I'm going to have to open that a bit more. Sorry, mower dude, but I'm sorry if you can hear the mower. But hey, if an emergency vehicle comes past, you're not going to hear it without the window open, can you? Men on a mission defeating the Quebecers in a piss-poor match by count-out. The Quebecers retain the belt. Holy shit, how awful is Oscar on the mic? I mean, really terrible. Really terrible. It's an obvious thing to say, right? It's generic 90s rap. So it's, Oscar, oh, you absolute genius. Wave your hands up in the air. Raise them up to the atmosphere. Because, like, you can't say rave around like you just don't care, can you? It's like, oh, I've thought of something. It rhymes. Wave your hands, put your hands up in the air. Wave them around in the atmosphere. I was like, oh, yeah, he's rapping. It's like, things like that. That's all the rapping. The rest of it is just going, somebody scream! You know, and all that. It's just, oh, shut up. But the crowd love him. So it's one of those, oh, fine, fuck it, I don't know what I'm about. On paper, this match is fucking terrible, isn't it? In the back, though, while they're making the entrance, Todd is with Rhonda Shear. I have no... Fuck it, should do that again. In the back, Todd is with some bird called Rhonda Shear. I have no idea who she is. Shawn Michaels comes out, wants to chat her up, but then Burt fucking Reynolds shows up. And it's like, how are you going to... Shawn, you can't compete with this guy. Go away. So, he sweeps her off her feet. Vince calls the Quebecers the Mounties because it's his company. Why doesn't he know anything? He's the worst commentator ever. And then, of course, the other thing about this one before we get going is Johnny Polo. Because you look at Johnny Polo, and if you'd said to me, 2 or 3 years' time, this guy's going to be the character of Raven, and if you told me what Raven is, I would have gone, fuck off, don't be stupid. Surely, has there ever been a transformation in wrestling that's more of a night and day than Johnny Polo to Raven? Anyway, Man on a Mission and Mega over, which is weird, man. The place goes nuts, though, when the Quebecers hit a double suplex on Mabel. Absolutely crazy. All the Quebecers' double team offense looks really nice. Honestly, it is. Men on a Mission, though, look terrible, especially Mabel. He looks absolutely awful. He does a roundhouse kick that's so fucking poor. They do a double splash thing on Pierre to the outside, and that gets the Quebecers counted out at 7 minutes and 41 seconds. Men on a Mission celebrate with the title belts because they're fucking idiots. Oh man, the thing about this match is that everything the Quebecers did, right, was good. Everything that Men on a Mission did, apart from the finish, was rubbish. So they dragged this match down. Yeah, the crowd were really into everything, apart from the end. When the finish went down, when they were counted out, it wasn't like oh god, I can't have a finish. It wasn't a yay, they won. It's just a beer sort of thing. There was no reaction at all. The Quebecers dropped the titles to Men on a Mission 8 days later, right here in London, England, if you can believe that shit. Don't worry, they got them back 2 days later. 2-day title reign. Well done, Men on a Mission, you're great. In Sheffield. Mania 6 moment is Warrior winning the championship. We found out one thing that night: no one is unbeatable, which basically is the WWF saying, ha ha, cunt Hogan. Donnie, Wahlberg and Rhonda Shear come out. He's ring announcer, she's timekeeper for the next match. Donnie brings out the special guest referee, and it's fucking Mr. Perfect. Not seen since the King of the Ring due to back injuries, and he gets a monster pop. Yokozuna defeating Lex Luger, oh dear, this match, to retain the WWF Championship. Yoko won the title from Hogan at King of the Ring 1993. You may remember that cunt Hogan, so I've got it there in capital letters so I say it. Won the title at WrestleMania 9 in the bullshit match after Yoko beat Bret for the title. Hogan defended the championship precisely 0 times before fucking off to Hollywood. After dropping the belt, obviously. See you, Hogan. No one gives a fuck about you. See you in 2002. Lex ditched the amazing Narcissist! God, there it is again. There's another OSW. I'm so sorry, OSW, guys. If any of you are watching this, I'm ripping your stuff something wrong. I'll throw in an of Doom somewhere in here just so I can make it up to myself, you know. Lex, why not? Lex, you watch me, you're subscribed to me. More fool you. Lex ditched the amazing Narcissus character after Hogan left and became red, white and blue Lex Luger, did he not? Complete with the epic Lex Express touring around the country. He wanted a title shot. Yokozuna's manager, Jim Cornette, said, yeah, you can have your title shot. Just the one. You can have one title shot. If you don't win this match, you never get a title shot ever again. Lex, because he's a babyface, agreed. And of course, on the night, he won via countout. So the title stayed on Yoko, instantly getting himself a choke artist label, which is fucking stupid. I have no idea what the logic behind this was. I really don't. Lex has one last shot to get his title match, and that is to win the Royal Rumble, which he did. Sort of. Oh, dear me. So here's the title match. Yoko comes out first. You know that shit bugs me. Cornette comes out, and you should see his outfit. He's got wearing black and yellow, massive shoulder pads, gold tennis racket. Oh, yes. Crowd really into this match at the start as Lex ramming Yoko's head into the steps gets a big pop, as does a cross body by Lex Luger. hang on a sec, I can't have read that right. A crossbody by Luger. I don't remember Lex Luger doing crossbodies, and I sure as don't remember it looking good as that. He tries to slam Yoko but can't, and that allows Yoko to take off a turnbuckle pad and then take control with a long nerve grip. Now, I don't mean that he puts on a nerve grip for like 30 seconds. Hell, when I say long, I don't mean that he puts it on for 1 minute. Yokozuna puts this fucking nerve grip on for 6 minutes. Let that sink in for a bit. He's holding the shoulder. There. Oh God, I'm fading just doing it to myself. Think about it, 6 minutes. Lex escapes. Every time he escapes, Yoko knocks him down, puts the nerve grip on. Every time, it happens 3 times. The 3rd time, he gets a belly to belly, but then he blocks a turnbuckle shot as the fans get a massive USA chant going. Lex slams Yoko, big pop, and then hits the RSW, hits the loaded forearm of doom. Oh, that's better. Takes out Cornette and Fuji, but Perfect won't count. He tends to the 2 managers. Then when Lex picks him up and shoves him, Perfect disqualifies him because he can. How's that sound? Oh, it's all good. Moonlit Yoko retains, and once again, let's be honest here, Lex is a choke, guys. See you, Lex. See you in WCW when you're relevant again, sort of thing. Because this is, for the rest of his WWF career, what I remember is, the only thing I remember of note that Lex does is team up with Bulldog, and that's about it. Crowd chant bullshit, and I'm watching the WWE Anthology version here, yeah? You can quite clearly hear these bullshit chants going on. They haven't even bothered trying to edit it out. Not in the slightest. Perfect talks to Todd in the back before Lex comes back and they have a shouting match. Crowd really tried to help this one along. They really wanted Lex to win by the feel of it. Yeah. Oh, 6 minutes. 6 minutes! Of nerve hole. Don't believe me? Go back and watch it. Trust me, I counted. WrestleMania 7 moment. Yeah, guess what it is? Go on, have a guess! Is it Hogan winning the belt from Slaughter for any chance? No, it's the blindfold match. Now, 7 wasn't a great fucking pay-per-view, we know that, but come on! Fink introduces Harvey Whippleman, who runs down Fink and then rips his shirt. So Fink shoves Harvey on his ass. Adam Bomb comes out to make the save, as it were, but then to attack Fink. But then Earthquake comes out to make the save on top of that one, so which leads to Earthquake defeating Adam Bomb in a match. Belly to belly suplex, powerbomb, big splash, 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, 34 seconds. Why not? Fuck it. In the back, Cornette cuts a stunning promo. There is no way in hell that Bret is winning this championship. Oh, no. You might as well go home. Fuck it. What do you think the WrestleMania 8 moment is? All the things that happened at WrestleMania 8. I mean, Ric Flair versus Savage, you know. Hogan versus Sid, why not? No. WrestleMania 8, the moment is Undertaker's entrance. It's not Undertaker's match, it's Undertaker's entrance. It's versus Jake. Not the match. Just the entrance. So stupid. Razor Ramon defeating Shawn Michaels in an amazing ladder match to become the undisputed Intercontinental Championship. Champion, even not championship. The championship's the belt. He's the champion. So, I was expecting this to take ages to write up, but it's really simple. Shawn Michaels is Intercontinental Champion, has a contract dispute, fucks off, right? So, they have a tournament to crown a new champion, which goes down to Rick Martel and Razor Ramon. Razor Ramon wins the match, is the new champion. Shawn Michaels comes back, we've got 2 champions, best way to settle a bit, in a ladder match. Nice and simple. It's literally that simple. Oh, A4 page of notes on this one. Sorry, guys. Shawn Michaels has Diesel with him. He goes around the ladder on his entrance, while Ramon goes underneath it. Ramon's music is fucking brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely straight up brilliant. Ramon starts with a one-handed chokeslam because he can. Shawn comes back with a swinging neckbreaker and throws Ramon to the outside where Diesel clotheslines him. Earl Hebner doesn't like this one bit and gets the gets the... Go on, out. I'm sorry. I watch far too much OSW. I watch their vids on a loop, on a rotation. As soon as I finish the last one, go back to the first one, watch them all again. Over and over again. Got them all in my car. I've got a stereo that you can put USBs in. I've got a USB stick, an 8 GB one, with all of them on it. All of them in rotation. Yeah, I need to get out more, don't I? Yes, I do. Oh, if you only knew. Oh, if you only knew how much I need to get out more. Jesus Christ. I am the single most boring person alive. Trust me on that one. Trust me on that. I've just noticed my shirt says handmade in parts unknown on it. Look at that. That's fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic. Sorry about that. Oh, Jesus Christ, this vid's so long. I'm so sorry. And now I've lost my place. Yeah, Earl Hebner doesn't like Diesel doing that and gets rid of him. Ramon with the clotheslines that push Shawn to the outside. He lifts the mat from the outside, but then they go back inside. Razor is countered, and Razor ends up on the concrete on the outside. Shawn gets a ladder and eats a right from Razor, who grabs the ladder and puts it on the apron, where Shawn baseball slides it into Razor's stomach, and that looks and sounds nasty. Ladder shot to the gut by Shawn, who then rams the ladder into the stomach, then hits a hard shot to the back, followed by throwing the ladder at the back. It's like, yeah, Razor's trying to struggle away, so Shawn gets the ladder and goes, oh, fuck this, launches the ladder at him. Why not? Why not? Shawn sets a ladder and climbs it, but Razor grabs his leg and pulls the tight down, giving us views of Shawn's ass, which the girls in the audience squeal at. Shawn knocks Razor off and hits an elbow drop. Shawn sets up a ladder in the corner, hits a splash off it in a spot that we've seen 100 times. It's on so many recap packages, but it still looks amazing. He climbs again, but Razor pushes the ladder over, meaning that Shawn bounces off the ropes. Clothesline attempt leads to a double KO. The ladder is set up in the corner. Shawn tries an Irish whip Razor into it, but it's reversed, and Shawn crashes into the ladder and then goes sailing over the top ropes. That's amazing. Razor chooses not to climb, but takes the ladder to the outside, and in a bit of one of those, oh, you evil bastard, basically sandwiches Shawn between the ladder and the ring post. Makes a Shawn sandwich, shall we say, bash. And then, because he's an evil motherfucker, does it again. Why not? Why not? That's just evil. He slingshots Shawn into the ladder, which helpfully falls onto Shawn. In the ring, the ladder shot to the jaw puts Shawn to the outside. Razor climbs, but Shawn is able to climb onto a turnbuckle and knock Razor off the ladder, which again lands on Shawn. Funny stuff. Both men climb. Razor slams Shawn off the top, and the ladder sort of crumples underneath them. It's like, oh fuck, the ladder's broken. There's only one out there. What are they going to do? Razor climbs again, but Shawn drop kicks the ladder out from under him. Shawn pushes the ladder onto Razor and then super kicks the bad guy and hits a sweet pile driver. The commentators both say that he's going to hit a Razor's edge. It's like, well, it doesn't look for a second. He pulls his head in between his legs, admittedly. It doesn't look for a second like he's going to hit a Razor's edge. Just does a pile driver. Oh dear me. He does a makeshift repair to the ladder, which in man talk is he kicks the ladder. Because of course you know, and I know, if something doesn't work, whack it. That's manly way of doing it. That's just how it's done. So he does, whacks it, sets it up in the ladder in the corner, rides it down. What I mean by that is he puts it in the corner, climbs up onto the top turnbuckle, and leans against the ladder, and so the ladder falls down onto Razor. God damn, it just looks so good. He puts the ladder over Razor and climbs. Razor is able to get out from underneath it, knocks the ladder over, meaning Shawn gets caught in the ropes with his leg, and in his desperation to free himself, he actually does it too quickly. So in a quick as a flash moment, Shawn sort of flails around, gets his arm stuck in the top rope, and is like, oh, you're very, very good. Which means, of course, that Razor is able to climb up and get the belts at 18 minutes and 47 seconds. Now then, listen to me closely on this one. If you've joined this little circus we call wrestling in the Attitude Era or after that, and have seen the TLC matches, and I've seen the TLC pay-per-views, for example, this probably seems quite tame if you watch it back now. But you've got to remember, at the time, this was innovative, this was fresh, this was fucking brutal, if I'm honest, and it's still 20 years later looks amazing. It looks absolutely fucking brilliant. I think it's great. I think it's a straight 5-star match. In the back, the heel team of the Jeff Jarrett, the Head Shrinkers, IRS, and Rick Martel can't decide who is team captain in their match with the Smoking Gun Tatanka. 1, 2, 3 Kid. I went to say Buffalo there for Tatanka. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I'm such a bad person. And Sparky Plug is so it's cancelled. They cancel it. I'm gutted because that is a big loss. Todd is with Clinton, who hasn't noticed the $1 Million Man is in the box. $1 Million Man asks if everyone has a price, and Clinton's like, no, I don't want to talk about politics. One of those, that didn't go anywhere. And our Mania 9 Rewind as well. It's just the whole show. It's just the whole show. It's just the whole show, because they show the entrances for Randy Savage and Bobby the Brain, and then they say it's a night of controversy for all involved, and with Fuji throwing the salt in Bret's eye. Not Hogan. No, fuck you, cunt Hogan. You're in WCW now. We're not showing you. We showed you once. That'll do. And in our main event, Bret Hart defeating Yokozuna in a decent match to win the WWF Championship. We get a video package of Bret, which is nice. Also telegraphs the finish, but meh. Out comes some bird called Jenny Garth. I don't know who that is. And Burt Reynolds. Jenny is our timekeeper, while Burt is our ring announcer. Burt looks like he's been enjoying the open bar. He looks absolutely trashed. He's also got a giant bandage on his right hand for some reason. He slurs his way through the entrances. Oh, dear me. Our special guest referee is fucking Roddy Piper. Yes, boss. He hasn't been seen for a year and a half. His last appearance, as far as I know, please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but his last appearance was a cameo appearance at SummerSlam 1992 where he played the bagpipes. Fantastic. Bret makes me a very happy camper. Oh, he does. He limps to the ring, still selling the knee injury from the opening contest. Yokozuna, now this may be just because he's a big fat guy, he looks fucked. Because, of course, that 6 minute long nerve grip, that 6 minute long nerve grip must have really taken it out of him. So, we have a story instantly in the match. You've got Bret selling the leg, Yoko is just absolutely exhausted because he's already wrestled. So both of them have already wrestled once tonight already. It's nice and simple. It's very good. I like it. Yoko attacks before the bell and takes control with punches and choking on the ropes. He misses a splash, allowing Bret to get some punches in. Here, right, this is an odd one. He hits a double axe handle, right, and goes for a cover. And Cornette pulls Roddy Piper out of the ring. Piper does what any good Bret really does, and whacks him one, as you would. But it's just one of those, of all the moves that Bret's got in his arsenal, why did you pull him? Did Cornette think, after the double axe handle, oh shit, he's actually going to get pinned? Or is it one of those, this is genius moments because of the storytelling that Yoko's that fucked that he theoretically could be pinned off an axe handle? We'll see in a second. It's one of those, ooh, it's got a double thing. The smark in you wants to just go, fuck's sake, but if you just watch closer, you go, I like it. It's good. Anyway, it gets a big pop when Piper whacked Cornette. Obviously. Yoko chokes, and I assume he's telling the exhaustion of wrestling 2 matches, so I don't know why I just said that. He throws Bret to the outside, and pounds Piper, counts ridiculously fast. At one point, they're both down, he does a 10 count, ridiculously fast. His 3 counts are all fine, but anything that revolves a 10 count, they're so fast, so quickly. Yoko goes for and misses the butt splash in the corner line. Bret to hit a bulldog for 2. He hits the second rope elbow for 2, and then a heart attack style clothesline. Belly to belly suplex by Yokozuna. He climbs to the second rope for the banzai drop, but he's too exhausted and he falls off. Bret, quick as a flash, gets the cover. 1, 2, and 3. Gets the win. Bret is your new WWF champion. And it's one of those, again, the smark in you'll go, what the fuck was that finish? But if you like your wrestling storytelling, you'll just go, that's fucking brilliant. Went up to the second rope, and he's so knackered from having to wrestle 2 matches that he just falls off. And Bret, doesn't need to do sharpshooter because he just, he can get the 3. So he puts a cover over. It's probably a hopeful cover. This might get the job done. Puts the arm over. 1, 2, 3. Fantastic. Really like that one. So much more than I was expecting to. It's a world better than their WrestleMania 9 match. Odd finish, you might want to think, but I liked it. And Owen, all the faces come out. All the faces come out to celebrate with Bret, which is a really nice touch. Even better is Vince getting in the ring, and it's almost like Vince is saying, look, I'm sorry, alright? Last year, I made a mistake. You're my guy. You're my guy going forward from now on. And it's really, really nice. And like I say, Owen appears at the top of the ramp, and he looks the look of jealousy on his face is just beautiful, absolutely superb. All in all, 2 5-star matches mean that this is a really great pay-per-view. Randy Savage versus Crush is decent. It's just that the rules, I think, hamper it. I love the main event. I really do. I think though that the middle bit, so you've got the mixed tag match, you've got the women's match, Men on a Mission versus Quebecers, Luger versus Yoko, Adam Bomb versus Earthquake are all quite poor, which I feel they dragged this pay-per-view down. So I think my rating of 6.5 out of 10 is actually quite generous, to be honest. I think some people would rate this much lower. Saying that, by the comments that I've seen on Facebook when I said that I was reviewing this show, so a lot of people would rate this a lot higher than me. So I'm genuinely intrigued to see what you think. Please let me know down below. I have been Mark P, and this has been my WrestleMania 10 review. On Saturday, I'll do my predictions for WrestleMania 30. Okay, I've been Mark P. Thank you so much for watching. Please give me a like if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button. We're 20 subscribers away from 1,500. That's fucking dope. All right, leave me a comment. I don't reply to them all, but I read every single one. I've been Mark P. Take it easy, guys.